So I looked at my phone today, around like 1, 2 o'clock this evening, maybe later. My Bleacher Report came up as usual in it, and I thought it was something about the Pelicans, my basketball team or whatever, but it was about the Panthers. So I was looking and I was like, maybe it's them saying they restructured some contract or whatever, or they re-signed some no-name person on the team. But the headline read something along the lines of Panthers are trying to trade Steve Smith. He's due $7 million or whatever, and blase blase. And I'm looking like, man, it's got to be a joke, or it's got to be off of one of those satirical websites or something. Because it's like, why would you trade? Why would you be wanting to trade Steve Smith? And even especially at this point in his career, it's like the guy is like 35 or whatever, and he's on the downside of his career. Not saying that he's garbage or anything like that, but he's on the downside of his career. Now you looking to trade him, and it's like just to free up $3 to $4 million on cap space. It's like, what's the point of that? It's, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I can understand you trying to make as much cap room as possible, whatever, to sign players and stuff like that. But why Steve Smith? Why take it from a position that you already have issues with? It's not like we stacked the wide receiver position. It's not like we stacked on offense. I mean, if anything, if you was looking to trade, man, go and try to trade Jonathan Stewart or something, or one of the other running backs, not D'Angelo Williams, but try to trade Jonathan Stewart and get rid of that contract or something like that. Something to free up space or whatever. Other than that, it's like, if anything, Steve Smith probably played one more season, 2 more seasons tops. And it's not like he wants $30 million or he's expected to get $30 million. He only was $7 million. The guy, you can restructure his contract or whatever and say, okay, hey, only get $4 million with $2 million guarantee or whatever, and then say, hey, this season you come in, we're gonna be drafting wide receivers or whatever to be a success or whatever, and you stay there and you mentor them or whatever, you become like the number 2, number 3 receiver or whatever. I don't want to see Steve Smith be traded to a rival team like the Saints or the Patriots. As much as I can't stand them, I don't want to see Steve Smith in the Patriots uniform or Saints uniform, but I just want to see him go out as a Panther. Like I say, I don't know what to think about this move by the Panthers, trying to trade him or whatever, and cutting him or whatever. Even if they was looking to get rid of him, bring him in and say, hey, we might be going a different direction. We might be thinking of trying to move on in the future and without you or whatever, and give him an opportunity to say, okay, hey, I think it's time for me to retire or whatever, rather than doing it like this. But that's all I got to say about it. Hopefully, stuff change and we keep him or whatever. Something doesn't get traded or doesn't get cut. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out. Peace.